All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're going to be talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers 20-16 home victory tonight against the Tennessee Titans on a short week. And look, I know it's seriously, they still have not had a 400-yard game in just way too long of a time. But here's the thing, Kenny Pickett, the Pittsburgh Steelers offense, they score touchdowns when they need to score touchdowns. And look, man, this defense, TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, the new addition, or not like recent, but the new addition this season, Quan Alexander with the game-sealing interception. The defense is absolutely money. I still have faith in Kenny Pickett being able to cook things up when need be, which is exactly what he's done since he was just thrown into the NFL a couple of weeks into last year. Look, man, if I told a Steelers fan after the first week of the season, after the 30-7 loss against the San Francisco 49ers, if I said, look, you'll be 5-3 halfway through the season, I'm pretty sure every single Steelers fan watching this video would say, you know what? That certainly works for me. This is a team that just finds a way to win. They simply just find ways to win. Now, no, it's not always pretty. It's not always sexy. In fact, Kenny Pickett tonight, only 160 passing yards. However, I liked the offensive line a lot, and I loved the running game. You know, they only had 326 yards of offense, but hey, man, a win is a win. I know they're still trying to clear that like 400-yard total that they haven't hit since like 2020, but man, a win is seriously a win. And guys, it's still just the middle of the season. This Pittsburgh Steelers team will be perfectly fine. And we're going to talk about tonight's game and more Pittsburgh Steelers in tonight's video. But before we do, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Steelers fans, if you guys want more content, I love you guys so much. If you try and get this video to 250 likes, that would mean the world to me. If you want more Steelers videos, let me know down below. So the defense, man, you know, Will Levis, I can't lie to you. The dude's just kind of sweet. However, tonight, Quan Alexander, the game-clinching interception around the red zone as time was expiring. Two players, TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith. Now, the statistics, you know, Alex Highsmith still had a great game. He had 2 sacks. TJ Watt still played a great game. He had 1 sack. But the thing is, stats or sacks as a stat do not always tell the story with any type of defensive player, right? That, you know, these are things we know. Alex Highsmith and TJ Watt were all over the quarterback tonight. Specifically, Alex Highsmith, this dude, Will Levis, I mean, he didn't have much. This guy was hitting him, it felt like every third play. Derrick Henry, one of the best running backs in the National Football League, they held him to just 75 yards tonight, which was critical to getting this victory because the Steelers offense started nice and they ended nice, but you know, once again, the second quarter, the third quarter, still need to find ways to ramp things up and, you know, score more than 20 points. I want a 400-yard game. I want a 40-point game. I'll take a 30-plus point game. But man, we keep saying it because it rings true. A win is a win in the National Football League. Now let's talk about my favorite part about the Steelers tonight, and that is the freaking run game. Jaylen Warren, man, this dude averaged 4.9 yards per carry last season. Tonight, the guy was all over the place. He had 3 catches for 25 yards, along with 11 rushes for 87 yards, and it wasn't just him. Najee Harris, and I know whoever was announcing it on Amazon tonight, you know, mentioned this. Najee Harris looks like he's back, baby. And I've noticed this in the last week or so. He's running like he is. I don't know if he was injured to start the season and he wasn't disclosing it or whatever the word was. Maybe it was the offensive line, whatever it is. The offensive line's been improving, and Najee Harris has been improving. 16 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown, averaging 4.3 yards per carry. The Pittsburgh Steelers tonight, along with an important first down by Calvin Austin, the Steelers tonight, 30 rushes for 166 yards and a touchdown. They averaged 5.5 yards per rush against a great Tennessee Titans rush defense. Look, man, this is something we talked about all offseason, and this is something we've talked about the 7 games prior to tonight. What's up with the run game? You know, just simply, what is up with the run game? I got Najee Harris. I have Jaylen Warren. Why am I only putting up 80 rushing yards per game? Why are the Pittsburgh Steelers the 4th worst rushing attack in the National Football League? This is something we literally, on this channel, I hyped the run game up all freaking offseason because Like I just said, Jalen Warren averaged 4.9 yards per carry last season. And the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line, especially in the first half last year, was abysmal. They did improve in the second half of the season, which resulted in a lot more wins, better rushing game, better games from Kenny Pickett, etc., etc. But this rush attack, man, it's going to be so freaking critical as you continue to play big time AFC teams. I know the Tennessee Titans are sitting at 3-5 and they're struggling this season. But look, man, when you play the Ravens, when you play the Browns, when you play the Bengals, when you get into the playoffs, that rush attack is so freaking important. And if I have a two-headed monster, I've got big-bodied Najee Harris, a red zone monster, a short yardage monster, just a true bruiser. Just reminds me of, growing up watching Smash Mouth football. That's Najee Harris right there. And then I've got a versatile running back who also runs really freaking hard in Jalen Warren. Now, I forget the exact statistic. I think it was 155 games since Deontay Johnson's last, or 155 catches since Deontay Johnson's last touchdown. Will finally happen tonight. 7 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown. Deontay Johnson, he missed a bunch of time at the beginning of the season. He's so freaking critical because now I can let guys like Calvin Austin, Allen Robinson just do their thing, do what they are good at, because I've got George Pickens and Deontay Johnson as my wide receiver 1 and 2. Now, speaking of George Pickens, 5 targets, 2 catches, -1 yards, it's definitely been his worst NFL game in his career, and it probably will be for his entire NFL career. Sloppy. I'll hold my comments, I'll hold my opinions on George Pickens for another Steelers video later on in this week. You got to get 2 feet in. I couldn't believe it. I saw the touchdown. I went to the bathroom. I came back, and it was 13-13, and I'm sitting to myself like, what on earth did I miss? What penalty did I miss? I go back, I watch the replay. I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me. You got to be freaking kidding me. Get your head in the game, man. That's all I got to say there. All love to George Pickens. Also, before we get any further into tonight's video, Treylon Burks, hope he's good. I don't have an update for you guys. We'll probably have an update by the time you guys watch this video, but prayers to him, his family, the entire Tennessee Titans organization. You just absolutely hate to see guys get stretched off. You hate injuries in general, but it really sucks. So prayers to him. But this defense, man, I'm so glad I drafted them in fantasy football. These guys are so freaking good. Statistics will never do the Pittsburgh Steelers justice. Coming into tonight's game, statistically, they were ranked 18th in the National Football League. They're like bottom half in rush yards. They're bottom half in passing yards. They're just bottom half in so many statistics. But if you're Steelers fans or if you watched these games, they're single-handedly, think about that Browns game. They've single-handedly won this team games. And once this offense continues to click, I know Kenny Pickett, wasn't incredible tonight. I know the offense wasn't incredible tonight, but we'll take it one game at a time, one step at a time. I loved the rushing attack. I loved DJ and Kenny Pickett. I'll take the win. And I know you guys will too. So have a great weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub. But guys, most importantly, leave me your thoughts on this game down below. Peace.